cause we be on it. Yeah, so check it, yo. The greatest, the latest, so often imitated, respected, eclectic, known for innovation. The intellect intercepts with your common sense. No wonder you relate, this is not coincidence. I rap to make rent, became Superman, used to be like Clark Kent. Now I run the length and it's demigod strength, cause I'm like God sent. Angelic, ascend to the heavens just to tell it. Envelop, a flow redefined, you're undeveloped. Jealous, who could blame you? Take two, nah. Take a few, you and your whole crew. Please drop the mic, find something else to do. This ain't for the new, too young, you never knew. By the time you're up to speed, we burned all the leaves. It's potent, keep them quoting so they know my steez. The very next year, all of them are out the league. Cause I be on it, my team's on it, my crew's on it, my clique's on it, my fam's on it, we planned on it. The fans got the word, they demand for it. Cause we be on it, my team's on it. We done cussed and cried and even dreamed on it. My clique's on it, they done schemed on it. Until we get to the top, they gon' fiend for us. They can talk if they wanna, bite like piranhas. Came to flip the genre and collect all the commas. Net all the profits, duck all the gossip. Might rhyme reflective, that don't mean that I'm conscious. Still listen to comments, filter out the nonsense. Run on like a sentence, flow like a faucet. 20 plus years, yeah, still got it. Never crossed over, I'm not Jamal Crawford. I'm smooth and I'm awkward, cool with the hotness. Too clean with rhymes, every mic is left spotless. Shout out to my sponsors, now my business partners. Know me as the truth, the bottom line never falters. Your eardrums assaulted, audience applauded. Couldn't match your pace, your energy too exhausted. About facing, you're forced to lean back. They heard every bar, this man sharp as a tack. Cause I be on it, my team's on it, my crew's on it, my clique's on it, my fam's on it, we planned on it. The fans got the word, they demand for it. Cause we be on it, my team's on it. We done cussed and cried and even dreamed on it. My clique's on it, they done schemed on it. Until we get to the top, they gon' fiend for us.
On the track, rated R. It's the effing. When the chickens come home to roost, and the truth's been known who owned the juice, they been lurking. When we were in the studio working, the first things for sure, second things for certain. On the track for the hurting. Punchlines landed, highs an epic height while my eyes stay slanted. Still taken for granted, damn Hillboy's harder than granite. That's just keeping it candid. The end justifies the means. Hear the way the story's told justifies the scream. Get an in-depth look from behind the scenes. How we make this dope music, we provide the fiend. When it's all said and done, we knew composition was none. Lambs led and slaughtered, opposition would come. The composition I strum comes from every hood in the city and every school of hard knock alums. When the smoke clears after the bread is broke, unknown is known, unsaid is spoke. You could be the judge of it, we only did it for the love of it, for the love of it. When the smoke clears after the bread is broke, unknown is known, unsaid is spoke. You could be the judge of it, we only did it for the love of it, for the love of it.
Only thing they can break down is marijuana. I left the corners and started crossing the borders, traveling over waters, gain exposure without performing. You're only in it for the moment, you're of no importance. Take offense, but I'm known to state the obvious. Learn the hard way, I had to suffer every consequence. Give a damn about what you think, save your compliments. Go Duke blue in the face, lose consciousness. From negatives, I take the positive. Once you put it out, there ain't no stopping it. But I'm not seeking dominance. Prominent voice captures my audience. I used to give my all to be a part of this. Now it's just apocalypse, Babylon of politics. Lacking common sense, and it all sounds monotonous. How they just forgot that it was all.
all, I got a great new album in the mail today.
B-Dub Beats. Whether you're in the mood for romance or an intimate night of fondling and hardcore fucking. If you're into water sports, this is the soundtrack for you. Let your stream of conscience flow as you rock over B-Dub Beats. Cause you know you want it bad as I do. B-Dub Beats. Light her ass up. She said her shoulders hurt, but those B-Dub Beats were playing. Oh man. Some things are worth pulling out for, like B-Dub Beats. Hear the beats that made Florida Evans drop the punch bowl.
Damn.
Fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it. No, my brother. You've got to buy your own.
North Carolina is my home, here where the Smokies rise.
And we're live. Back in effect.
Yes, we are.
Once again, it is the FM Podcast 919. I am B-Dub.
Hassan, a.k.a. Alpha Dog.
Buddha.
And we're coming to you live this wonderful Saturday evening.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a little bit rainy. It's a little bit stormy, but, you know, we managed through all the goods and the bads for the week. How was everybody's week? Was it phenomenal? I hope.
It was all right, you know.
I'm talking to the people and, of course, the people in the room. So I don't believe Kelly Joe will be joining us this evening. I don't know what Branson will be joining us either. He's currently MIA. But we want to start off with our traditional shout-outs. We're going to give a shout-out to Ethan Fancy.
What's happening?
For all of your adult beverage
All of
snacks
them.
and needs. Then we have Dank Drinks.
Dank drinks.
The dankest of drinks.
Yes, sir.
Then after that, Crimey Dealer.
Crimey.
Very crimey, very dealerish. And last but not least, we have the local plug. Please eat responsibly.
Responsibly.
Awesome. So we're in the building. It's been a pretty long week. We got a short week coming up with the 4th of July holiday.
Yeah.
I know I get Friday off. I hope everybody else watching does, if you do a traditional 9-to-5 job. And I assume we'll be grilling somewhere with charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
That possibility is definitely on the table now.
Indeed. I'm excited now.
You do know it's supposed to be triple digits on the 4th, though.
It is supposed to be, it's supposed to be 100 on the 4th?
Triple digits, correct.
Oh, my
You stopped at
goodness.
100.
Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
You got a tent. I had to have a tent, son.
I do not indeed have a tent.
You need a tent. You're going to need some shade. You're going to need some ice water, one of them little portable fans.
You better hope God says, I'll put the shade on you while you grill.
Nope, that ain't happening. You ain't
Yeah.
get a tent.
God, like
that's
you,
$100.
you going to sweat for
Walmart.
this grill. You got to sweat to grill. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. So, well, I hope everybody does have a good upcoming 4th of July. I don't know if we'll be broadcasting or not because the 4th is on a Saturday. And I definitely believe we need to take a break. We've hit y'all with the show every Saturday this year, except for maybe one weekend. We've taken one weekend off. We are the most consistent podcast, I would like to think, in the area. I'm not going to say who else is or isn't because I don't know everybody with a podcast, but I'd like to think we're consistent.
And we got a gang of topics, so let's go ahead
Gang.
get started. There are no RIPs, right? No. Oh, well, Clive Davis. Clive Davis, I guess, quick RIP. He did empower some black people, but he was a textbook culture vulture. I will say that.
Right.
But through it all, he discovered some great musicians, and he did empower a few black people. I don't know how I feel about everything about Clive because
he's a snake.
Yeah, I know we're supposed to not like all record executives, but
He is not.
he discovered he discovered a
he
few.
might have discovered, but business wise, he was shady as they come.
Yeah, he's the one that gave Diddy the money to start Bad Boy when Diddy was at Uptown Records.
Correct.
So we can thank Clive Davis for that sex tape.
That's what I'm saying. You can't hate all on Clive. You can't.
But see, that's the whole thing, though. I was just mentioning it. But go ahead.
No, I was just saying. But you gotta take the good with the bad. Definitely gotta take the good with the
He
bad.
gave Jennifer Hudson a shot. He gave Aerosmith a shot. He gave Luther, Aretha, Whitney. He gave all of them a shot. And it's strange because I'm pretty sure if Clyde Davis didn't discover them, somebody else would have. But I mean, he still discovered them. You can only.
He took credit.
Well, yeah. I mean, but still, he did a part to bring them to the world.
To the forefront. Yep.
Yeah, there's still that before the internet time where you needed that middleman between the record label and the artist.
An actual A&R.
Yeah. Whitney Houston was not an independent artist, nor any of the artists that I named. They were all backed by labels, and you still needed that middleman to connect you with them labels, and Clive Davis was that guy. Like I said, I'm not like crying. I mean, he lived a good life. He was 94 years old.
Yeah, he was in 98.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he was done with the music industry at the time of his passing. But
hell no, that nigga still was giving he got a show. He had his parties every year.
Yeah, Clive Davis parties. I heard them shit was dope.
That nigga ain't stopped shit
he
till he
said
croaked.
nothing stops the show, not even Whitney's death.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Clive was a character, but
pause on that Whitney comment.
What?
Hey, it's very sensitive when people.
I know we have a topic on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no. What I was referring to was the night Whitney passed, and Clive still had his industry party in the same hotel that she passed at. He didn't decide to hey, one of the legendary artists passed. We should cancel this party. He said nothing is going to stop this party. Now Whitney's dead. Is the party still happening? Because Clive ain't here. He might have set it up on some, not even my death is going to stop this shit.
Right.
Y'all party on. I don't know. But, for all it's worth, shout out Clive Davis. He did something.
Yeah, he did.
What it is, we're not sure, but he definitely empowered some black artists. I'm not going to put him on a totem pole or a pedestal, I should say. But simple RIP will work.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on because there was a lot of news this week, particularly that of Obama. Former President Barack Obama sat down with the All the Smoke podcast to discuss, I don't know, life in general. What was he promoting, a book, or was he just...
Well, he just opened up the center and everything.
Oh, yes, that is correct.
His presidential center and stuff like that. So
he opened up his presidential center.
So with that being said, they talking about that. And, and then, of course, the latest with, Trump, his infatuation with him.
Yes, indeed. That is what we were going to discuss. So basically, Obama did take time to address a little bit of the shade that Trump has been throwing at him since he got into office, both his first term and now his second term. Obama said something I think a lot of people are kind of wondering as well. If you're president now, what are you worried about past presidents for?
Look, you got to ask him what it is that
the obsession.
The obsession.
I know what it is.
I obviously have a room in his head,
rent free. You do everything with grace.
A suite in his head. But the thing about it is that was always clear to me. Look, first of all, when I was president, the last thing I had time to do was worry about what
somebody said,
or what my predecessor did.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. I've got work to do.
You locked in.
It's hard to describe if you're doing the job right, Every day you've got 5, 10 things that are real hard. And you have to be constantly focused. The idea that I'd be worrying about
Came before.
somebody who came before and me trying to measure, like, what's he done today? Look, constantly worrying about that is a strange thing to me. It shows me somebody who's not focused on the American.
Yeah, so that was Obama sitting down with All the Smoke podcast, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, and the topic of Trump came up. And as you see, Obama addressed it. He said, I got a sweeten that dude's mind.
This man been out of office for 12 plus years.
Damn, it's been that long?
It's been that long. He been out 3 terms.
Yeah.
And this nigga still talk. These motherfucking white folks still talk about Obama.
Well, because all white folks is Trump.
I mean, well, I'm just saying, his MAGA supporters, they've been on one. So the whole thing is, that's why Trump is going through him and Pete Hedgepeth going through erasing black achievement throughout the military and everything, because the fact of the matter is they feel small. And that's why when people talk about DEI and affirmative action, once again, a lot of us don't get picked because of that. You know what I'm saying? We get it because we know the shortcomings in the system. We are taught and prepared to make sure that we outwork our counterparts and make sure we damn near perfect. So when you see this on display, how the behavior of the president of the United States, who might I ask, had the economy to worry about. We're supposed to have a war over there in Iran that we supposed to be done stop this peace deal that every week he's saying we got a deal signed and come right back. Some other shit pop off. That gas going up and down like it's the damn stock market. And it's just like, if you reverse that and that was somebody else of another color doing the exact same shit, then we talk about his incompetence of you got more shit to be worried about than what a man that hasn't been in office for 12 years.
12 years. I had no idea it's been that long since Obama, but you are correct when I did the math, and you said 3 terms. That's 12 years.
You are correct.
So, yeah, this is an obsession Trump has had with Obama. And even today, Trump, he posted a tweet. He posted a tweet showing a picture of him side by side with the younger Obama and his younger version. And I'm just kind of sitting there going, what is the point of this photo? Y'all
it's supposed to make him look like he's stronger and more inferior. And, Obama picture like he's laid back, chilling, cooling, like, what up? You know what I'm saying? But what people not understanding is, even though that's I think it was that military picture.
I'm about saying that the draft dodger pick.
No. That's military. That was
boarding school. His ass. That's when badass rich kids parents didn't like your ass. They send you to military school and shit like that. So he's using that as a front to show, like, look at the difference between me and him. I'm more stronger than he is. He's more laid back, lazy like looking. That's the image he's trying to portray. But you can't, because you still shows your ignorance every time of how hard that you going after a man that's been gone for 12 years.
I fully agree. Now, Obama went on to say later in that clip that Trump is a different person when he sees him in these streets.
I believe it.
Now, Obama says some real kind of gangster shit, but he was trying to say it on some smooth presidential lingo. But yeah, he was just like, he's a different person when I see him in public.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's why Miss Obama don't want to go around her, because she like, I ain't gonna front around you. The next time I get around you, I'm gonna say what it is. I've been being nice. Because you can tell past engagements when she did go, she kept a stone look face like, I don't even want to be at this motherfucker, but I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. And then later on, when he had events like inauguration, I think, or something like that, she didn't show up. She ain't come. So the fact of the matter is, they know this nigga be fronting. He get out here amongst these white folks and try to front like he's tough as shit. He's not.
Yeah.
And he's 20 years younger than he is.
Yeah, so Obama said the other thing I believe in, and part of what we try to teach in our leadership training, is I believe in the face-to-face. I believe in conversation. So if this, whoever you were talking about, was in front of me, which has happened a couple times, he don't talk like that because he knows better. That's what Obama said. And I think there is that filter of the phone creates a situation both where people just say kind of crazy stuff that they would never say to your face with no consequences.
Yeah, that's just like the internet.
Yeah.
Just like the internet.
So basically, Obama just called Trump a bitch.
He did.
Yeah, he sounds like a bitch.
He said he sounds tough. He's a keyboard warrior.
Yeah. Keyboard gangster.
Yeah, when we face to face, it's like, oh hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, so
you squeeze his hands turn purple and shit.
Well, we both know what Trump is angry at Obama for. It's a black man that made it to president, and he did it before Donald Trump. So I know those kind of things piss Donald Trump off.
It pissed a lot of white folks off.
And he's also using Obama as a scapegoat to reverse a lot of these policies. He's just trying to blame Obama and make it seem bad. So when he goes and takes
the black
away,
guy did something.
Yeah,
we got
for instance, this whole reason going to this war in Iran, the bad deal that President Obama had. Mind you, they had a deal in place, signed, sealed, about the uranium and all that other stuff. And the money that was supposed to be released to Iran was like $1.3 billion, some shit like that. But then here we go. He tears the shit up. Supposedly been negotiating this deal out for the past, what? How long has damn war been going on? Like 3 months or so? Too long. I mean, every week we talking about, oh, we got a deal signed. But anyway, what's been reported, and the reason why he hasn't revolt within the Republican Party, he's giving out 3 times more money than Obama had originally set. So not only you tore up a deal that was way better than what you currently proposing right now, they making you look stupid.
Yes, indeed. And not only that, Obama mentioned a couple other things. He said the U.S. may be worse off because of the Iran war, so he did call out Trump in regards to that. And it is widely believed that Obama's jabs at Trump during the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2011 showed tensions between the two men. So
that's facts.
I think Trump carries some
resentment.
Yeah, but I mean, Trump started that with the birther shit. That's why Obama threw shots at him. You want to see my birth certificate? Like that? Let me clown you. And then Trump took that shit to heart, which shows he's kind of weak in that regard, man.
He's always been weak. So for most of us who lives in the tri-state area, and that's New York, New Jersey, and upstate New York, and Connecticut, Trump has always aligned himself with black people. He always wanted to be cool because in the New York Times, he was always in New York, not the New York Times and the Post, they like tabloids and shit like that. So Trump always, that's why all the New York rappers always had him in their lines and shit, because he always wanted to be cool and shit. But now since he know that being a president and shit, he just played. Now, mind you, he had some serious allegations, like his real estate agent was discriminatory against minorities and stuff like that. And then the young men up in New York that was accused of messing with that white woman, they was had to go to prison for a little bit before they was exonerated. There was Fabulous 5, I think. He was calling for them to get executed, and they was innocent. So this whole thing is
the
like
Fabulous 5,
not the I'm
the Central Park 5.
Thank you. You helped me out.
He was wishing death on Jaylen Rose, Chris Webber.
No, that's a Fab 5. Don't do that. Nice try. You tried.
You said Fab 5.
I said Fabulous. They the Fab 5. And I was saying it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. See how y'all be doing? Anyway, I know the fuck I said. It jogged your memory to where you fill in the blank. Next one. Like I was saying, he has a track record just trying to want to fit in other words.
I agree. Now, Charlemagne the God gave a little pushback to what Obama said. I'll admit I agree a little bit with what Charlemagne said. Now, Charlemagne called Obama out for those comments. He basically said, in a face-to-face, you basically said Trump is a different person, but Charlemagne said Obama's also a different person when he sees Trump in person. And basically he said he called out Obama at Jimmy Carter's funeral when him and Trump sat next to each other and they were kikiing and cockeying.
Right.
So
isn't that what in line with Obama saying that he act different? So what?
But Obama acted different.
Not
That's
even.
what he's saying.
No, I wouldn't even
how
say
is
that.
it- how
There's
is-
a time and decorum, yo. Like we're not
Exactly.
just about to be out here acting fucking ignorant now. Like
Exactly. So that's why I'm confused about what
decorum is everything.
Right. That's why I'm confused about what Charlemagne saying is because how is he acting different?
Well, the reason I agree with Charlemagne is because at the funeral, I did see him talking to Trump, and they were both smiling and sharing a joke.
Decorum.
You don't
I
know.
don't need
you
that
don't
level
know.
of decorum.
You don't know what they were talking about.
Right. Exactly.
Like, see, that's the thing. Do you know how simple it is for me to look at you? Look, you see how I'm looking at you, my nigga,
But
and I
I'm
can call
funny.
you a fuck nigga with a
Right,
smile,
exactly.
like, "Hey, fuck nigga."
Exactly.
You keep talking all crazy about me. We gonna see each other. You do
probably-
know this,
exactly. He
right?
probably try-
And he
well,
has to
knock
keep
your
that
bitch ass out.
the
He probably says some
optics,
shit like
the
that.
optics. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep the optics looking the way they're supposed to. But you could be saying damn near anything to this individual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, I don't see, and look, I don't want to get too far in it, but he's the first of the next two we're gonna get into is when you start getting money, serious money, right? They're gonna pay you a certain amount. Like, hey, we know you got the ears of the people, right? So we give you an extra 50 to 100 mil just to say a few things nice about us every now and then. Would you do that? So the thing is, he's like, yeah, because you know why? So now he take this bread and him and the other two, he gonna start putting people on to it. It's gonna cover his ass. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I agree. But, I mean, it is about look.
But it's decorum though. We talking about at a funeral.
Yeah.
So what he supposed to do? He
supposed to
scour him.
People were expecting Obama to not interact with Trump. That's really it. They weren't expecting
That's
him
crazy, though.
Other than maybe an acknowledgement, a wave, or a salute or something.
Okay, but if anybody have any knowledge of politics, right?
It's not even that. Just adults communicating. That it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
politics. Fuck everything else. It's just adults communicating.
But outside of that, though, anybody who's in tune in politics, all the rhetoric that's being said, we know what that shit. But we know behind closed doors, right? It's totally different. We see that. Look at Obama when he opened up his his building and stuff. Look who was there. Clinton. You had Bush there. Bush, he was in the Timbs and stuff. They got a video of him dancing and stuff. That shit is totally different behind. So like Mr. Obama was saying, President Obama was saying, like that shit he talking about is fake. It's cap. So what Charlemagne saying is some BS because like I said, we're talking about they're at a funeral. You're gonna have some type of interaction. You know what I'm saying? And they know that the fucking camera's gonna be on their asses any fucking way. So why would play into what people want you to play into? Y'all know this man's smart. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying more so what the people expected, because
who cares about what people expect? And this is one thing I've been preaching about the last few weeks. When you get up a certain height in life, in powerful position, the noise down here doesn't make any sense. You feel what I'm saying? They don't even hear us.
You ain't gotta be in a powerful position, yo. Because I don't care about what a lot of motherfuckers say.
I mean, outside of that, I'm just saying in general. I mean, we talking about wave of people across the spectrum expecting. He didn't play along with that because again, it's all about the bigger picture, and people need to understand that. And when you know somebody that's talking that tough shit, and you see him playing, if anything, he exposed his ass like, yo, y'all hear him talking tough, but take that video that we interact at the funeral. That don't seem like he a tough ass nigga. That don't seem like he don't like me. Seem like he fucks with me. That's all.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting interview overall. I don't know if y'all got an opportunity to see the whole thing. I watched the whole thing from start to finish when it came out. And it was
what you
definitely
expect. I mean, you had people attacking his wife again. You feel what I'm saying? So, outside the ceremony and stuff where they was taking digs back at him and everything, anybody that's giving him an interview, they're gonna ask that question, he's gonna answer it. Expect that. You feel what I'm saying? And people, just like you said, people is expecting him to answer, what's up? You feel what I'm saying? So he's doing what people expected him to do. He's answering the question. And now we got somebody who just got a big ass contract and shit recently. You know what I'm saying? Now he's trying to flip it where actually, if anything, what President Obama's talking about is true. He don't act like that when we face to face. You saw the video proves it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, if you haven't had an opportunity to see that video, I would strongly recommend y'all taking time to check it out. Obama did drop some knowledge throughout the interview, and overall, it was a pretty dope interview.
Yeah,
so
man, it's like, look, you seen this, and mind you, we only been through this nightmare for 2 years. We had 8 years of decorum. You know what I'm saying? We had administration that gave hope to the people. You feel what I'm saying? If you didn't like the motherfucker, if you didn't vote for him, he still spoke like, hey, I still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? This nigga we got up in now, like, yeah, if you don't like that motherfucker, fuck him. You don't like that motherfucker. So everybody is like divided, and it's like depressing because it's like weight on top of that. On top of the economy, gas is going up and down, grocery is high. Last time I checked, people voted this motherfucker in for what? Supposed to be better life. This time last year, we was doing a hell of a lot better. But we going in reverse. And people not focusing on that shit. So he just doing everything he need to do to take the heat off his ass.
Yes, indeed. So, well, let's go ahead and keep it moving because I wanted to get into one of our main topics for this evening, and that is the beef going on right now between Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith. Now, for those unaware, this beef started a couple weeks ago when the Celtics blew that 3-1 lead, got trounced out the playoffs. And Jaylen Brown decided on the night they lost the series to go live and say that this was a successful season, to which Stephen A. countered back and said it was not a successful season. And they both had some words back and forth through Twitter, and they spoke their piece. And things seemed cool for a couple weeks until Jaylen Brown went to France and decided to hold ESPN accountable and basically said ESPN as well as Stephen A. were some janky motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
Yes, indeed. Let me play that clip.
Leader behind that was ESPN. ESPN is unethical, and Stephen A. Smith is the head face of that. But, the organization, the players, they were all in agreement. They all knew what I meant by that. Our team was basically salary dumps.
Getting on my last damn nerves, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he's so full of shit I want to throw up. Suddenly, we're unethical because we're telling you how your comments came across. One of your asses in France. You can't deal with the heat here in America and justify the way that you've acted since you got bounced out of the playoffs. Nobody's done anything to you, Jaylen Brown. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I shouldn't even be upset because this should be an indication to you about how small people can become. I'm unethical. I'm the leader. ESPN, the entire network. With all the love the network shows you, we're all unethical, and I'm the leader. I didn't know you would come across as that soft, bro. You want to talk about accountability and all of that other stuff? Fine, dog. You're welcome to come on the show. I keep talking about that dungeon you in. I'll show you what a studio's supposed to look like. I got one. You want to talk shit about me? You want to question my ethics or whatever? Name the time and place, bro. You name the time, not the place. We're going to do it on my set, because I ain't coming to that dungeon. I'll be waiting. See you when I see you.
Good Lord.
If what Brown said ain't true, why you hot, man? That nigga sound like he mad.
Yeah, so
I ain't coming to that dungeon.
You gonna cut my set, nigga. Nigga. You gonna cut my set, nigga.
So yeah, basically, Jaylen Brown has once again accused ESPN and Stephen A. Smith of unethical coverage during a panel at the Sports Beach Canes Conference. Cannes Conference. Yeah. So. God.
You talking about talking down on a nigga. Yeah.
You gonna go to my set, nigga? I ain't coming to that dungeon.
He did the whole country while he in the process.
Oh my God.
Soft ass nigga. That's why he in
God.
France.
Look, that's the hardest I ever heard Stephen A. That nigga said,
That nigga.
I ain't coming to that dungeon.
That nigga.
You come to my set, nigga.
He called France a whole bunch of soft niggas.
Oh my God. That's why you over there in France. You can't be over here in America.
God,
that nigga hot, bro.
France caught a whole stray.
God
damn.
Yeah. So basically, it started, of course, with Jaylen Brown saying not that it was a good season, but it was his favorite year. He said this was his favorite year as a Boston Celtic. Not the year he won the championship with Tatum, but this year was his favorite year. Probably because Tatum was hurt.
Why you got to play more?
I know it's good and all, but that sounds kind of weird considering.
Nope. See, if people want to keep it real, right?
Yes.
When Tatum got his Achilles torn in playoffs,
yeah,
everybody expect this year, like he said, everybody missed the quote. What he said was, this is supposed to be a sell-off year, meaning
salary dump.
Salary dump, meaning we just supposed to be floating and shit. And the fact that his game and the team corralled around his game, and he kept this team, he put this team on his back, and they got as high as the number 2 seed, even though the Knicks end up winning. Mm-hmm. As a player, yes, he took pride in this season because everybody had already said, because Tatum went down, don't worry about them contending next season. Mm-hmm. So him as a black man, even though Tatum black, what people not understanding is you got to look at Brown's background. His grandfather is in his ear, so you know his grandfather teaches him all what's going on, and he took it personal. And what it's colorism. You got Tatum, light skinned, fair skinned, soft spoken. You know what I'm saying? Company man. Jaylen Brown, he don't toe the line. He's outspoken. You feel what I'm saying? Because this beef between him and Stephen A. goes back to when they went to play the Olympics, not the Olympics, the World Championship basketball. Mm-hmm. And reason why Brown didn't make the squad when they won the chip.
Oh yeah, when he said he was unmarketable.
Right, exactly. He was unmarketable and stuff like that. It started then, so then it came from there. So Brown took all that shit personal. So when this season was supposed to be a supposedly salary dump season, he like, nah, nigga, we got this shit. And when he was able to put the team on his back, and about time Tatum came back in, everybody like, oh, now they about to get a chance to win it. Then what happened? He got hurt because he rushed to hurry up and come back. Mm-hmm. And that fucked up the flow. They was up 3-1. If people want to keep it real, that fucked up the flow of the whole damn series. Because when Tatum came back, everybody went back to their original roles when they won the chip. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? But when they was winning throughout the season, when Tatum was hurt, everybody, all the other players picked up their game and they won. But that's the reason why he said this was his favorite season, because this was a salary dump season.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you now that you have kind of explained it a little bit more thoroughly. But do you think there's a part where Jaylen Brown is being a little bit overly sensitive to the media?
Nah, because again, the thing what I just explained is he's outspoken and he wear his blackness on his chest. And anytime black people speak about their blackness or they wear it on their chest, white people, companies cringe at that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Mm. So that's where the unmarketable comes in at. You feel what I'm saying? Because he speaks that shit. You know what I'm saying? So again, he took it personal because they were saying that because Tatum was hurt, they was not going to be good. And he just showed everybody, he was third in the MVP voting. He just showed everybody like, nah, nigga, even though Tatum is our teammate and shit like that, we still was good. Y'all didn't have faith because he was down. That's why. So yeah, I don't think as an MVP, a champion, and the most valuable player of the finals, I would have took that shit personal.
Yeah. And Brown did have a close to MVP. Well, he did.
No, he won the MVP. He was the finals MVP.
No, I'm talking about this season.
And this season, he was third.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
He was MVP caliber.
Exactly. So like I said, what he said was justifiable. Even though everybody was like, well, y'all had a 3-1 lead. Yeah, that's true. But y'all didn't even think we was going to even be here. That's the whole point. So the fact that we here and we lost the 3-1 lead, y'all didn't even think we was going to be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't think maybe Jaylen Brown is being overly sensitive.
No, he ain't being overly sensitive. That man standing on business. Everybody everybody said, yo, you won the finals like that was something to sneeze at.
Well, I think Stephen A has put a mark on Jaylen Brown's back.
He did.
Since that team
USA. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, like I said, Stephen A, you know what he's doing. He's playing both sides of the fence. And even though some of the things are maybe true, but they're giving him money to say that shit. Because most of them couldn't come out and say that shit, because if so, they would be accused of being racism. That's the difference. So if you got somebody black saying it, right, that gives them leeway to come in and do whatever sneak diss or whatever pushback they trying to do to them. That's the whole thing. So when you got black people that's coming up speaking some of what white people will say, they don't want to say it out loud. They're paying them to say that shit. Mm-hmm. So that's exactly what he's doing. So you kind of like, hey nigga, you checking my pockets. You speaking for them. They don't want to say it. So they paying you to say it. And because you saying it, you basically checking my pockets. I would have an issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel like this. Jaylen Brown also has to understand, because of the contract he received, that very giant lucrative contract, there is going to be a target on his back and a extra spotlight on him from the media. I think had he not gotten that contract and complained about Team USA, I don't think Stephen A would have gone after him the way he did.
Right.
I just think the criticism and the spotlight comes from Jaylen Brown being such a superstar athlete on his team.
Remember, they've been before when Danny Ainge drafted Brown and Tatum. Early in their careers, they was going to the conference finals. And people don't understand that shit. These niggas been going to the conference. They've been knocking on they got to the finals, and that's when they lost to Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So they been doing their thing, and what everybody been saying, y'all need to break up Brown and Tatum. And when everybody talking about breaking up Brown and Tatum, the first person they talking about shipping is him. So if I'm a player, and I think he was top 10. He was a top 10 draft pick. If I've been producing in a tough market, because the Boston, New York, LA market, them ain't no soft ass markets. You can't go up in there bullshit. So the fact you come up in there and every time the season doesn't go well, even though y'all niggas been experiencing success from early on to y'all career and shit like that, and every time trade come up, your name is the first person get brought up. Your name is always being the one shopped around, not Tatum. And then on top of that, you come in, the series when they won the chip, he's the reason why they won it. Tatum had a bad series. He was shooting bad that whole series. That's why he got a Finals MVP. So now he got hurt. So yeah, he's not sensitive.
Yeah. I mean, I agree now. It just seems like with this whole Jaylen Brown, Stephen A beef, I just don't think it's going to go away.
No, it's not.
At least until Jaylen Brown retires.
Well, like right now, he's openly, since they didn't get the Giannis deal, they're openly shopping him around right now. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't shop him, if he doesn't get traded, he's up for an extended Supermax contract, another 3-year, like $150-something million contract. He's up for in I think August. So they're trying to shop him or trying to gauge what they can get for him. See somebody that's going to go for him. But if they don't trade Brown, he's up for another Supermax deal.
Another Supermax deal. And he certainly deserves it. I just don't like the disrespect to Jaylen Brown where his name is on the chopping block every single season.
Right.
I don't think he's that bad of a player considering his stats and what he did for the Celtics in the finals when they won.
Since he's been on a team.
Yeah, so I do think there's some disrespect. And who knows? He may end up in the Hornets when it's all said and done, but that's a topic for later on in the show. I want to let's go ahead and move on because Oprah is in the news. Oprah is pissed everybody off by bringing up Whitney Houston recently. Oprah is in France for the Cannes Film Festival. Decided to do a panel and just out of nowhere decided to bring up Whitney Houston and some allegations that we can't confirm are true or not about her last appearance on Oprah's show.
The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
The community, black folks, Whitney fans as well, of all different ethnicities, are wondering why Oprah shared that, and was it necessary for her to share?
Oprah actually recently talked about Whitney Houston in an interview. Oh, that's why you said, okay, well, there's that. She said that Whitney, kind of passed out and might have alluded to maybe. Didn't Oprah fall on stage?
Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Wrong shoes.
I don't know, I ain't seen it.
And we didn't see we didn't see how she tripped, nothing. She just went down.
Just for me, how do you speak about someone that can't defend it? That, just in my humble opinion, it takes it different. Because that woman can't say yes or no. And now you just want everybody to take your word because you're the great Oprah Winfrey. And you just take my word that that's what happened. That, I believe, is unfair.
Yeah, so Oprah's getting backlash for deciding to tell the story and
them pick me niggas
of Whitney Houston in 2009. So Whitney Houston's estate confirmed she did fall, but it was during a rehearsal for the show,
and it was dark.
Yeah, and they blamed it on
lighting.
Yeah, the lighting and Whitney not being able to see the edge of the stage, which is why they said she fell. Oprah says otherwise with recalling this, as you saw in the clip. She's saying it was drugs, despite Whitney Houston being out of rehab at the time this had happened. So lots of people are upset because
she's not here to talk about defend herself.
Not defend it. And just like Monique said, how do we know she was on drugs? There's no evidence or proof that Oprah has that Whitney was high or was not high. That's a very strong accusation to make without any tangible evidence to prove that she was high at the time. Unless Oprah sold her some coke or something. What if
unless she got it from Oprah?
Yeah. Oprah get that good shit straight from Harvey Weinstein. So
pure.
And we just see her, Gail.
Yeah.
Same thing with when Kobe passed. They're gonna interview Lisa Leslie, asking him about something that he was clearly not convicted of, and it's like they're showing a pattern here. It's like Why is y'all speaking on the dead? You know what I'm saying? And then and if let's just say it did happen, right?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of bringing it up? Because ain't nobody asked you about it.
Yeah.
Nobody didn't know about it.
This was all voluntary information.
Right. So this is somebody who's craving for attention. So when you craving for attention, you're going to throw out a hot take.
And definitely they don't even need it.
Right. And then it just some people that you just don't speak on. You don't speak on Mike. You don't speak on Whitney. It's just certain icons you just don't speak on.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing that is kind of throwing me off is it's 2009, and Oprah said, please don't pull out your phones and take photos. Now, in 2009, I had a BlackBerry, and the camera phone on that was pure shit.
Right.
So I'm wondering, how is this story true? Everybody, who decided to listen to, like, the entire studio audience just got in collaboration and said, okay, Oprah,
we ain't going to record.
You know what? This was before Michael Jackson's death, before TMZ. Mm-hmm. So this might have been when people had integrity and everything wasn't an aha gotcha moment. Because had TMZ been big and popping at this time, there would have been some people in the audience who would have been like, fuck that. And they would have pulled their phones out and recorded. But that's, to me, what the story is bullshit. Because there's always going to be somebody in the audience like, fuck that.
I'm going to get this break.
Yeah, the fact that Oprah even said that means I should pull my phone out and record it.
Exactly.
That's why it lets me know that story's kind of fishy.
Anytime you tell somebody no, somebody that one person going to go, yeah, I'm
yeah, do somebody pulled their phone out and recorded that.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, that's the part that's throwing me off and lets me know Oprah's probably making this story up. It's severe cap. Yeah, and Oprah's been receiving mad feedback, of course, from Monique as well as Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
Ricky Smiley got at her, Don Lemon. Just basically all the black celebrities that you're familiar with. Yeah.
Doing too much.
And I've noticed Oprah has been a major villain since she decided to quit her show. Ever since her show was over and this OWN network started and all this other shit, she's just been violating with the Michael Jackson interviews, talking about Kobe.
That's what I'm saying. Gail, too. Her girl Gail. Her Harvey Weinstein. The Epstein files. These niggas are the gatekeepers of, hey, y'all, listen to what we saying. This is not what's going on. We like, niggas, we see what's going on. So why you trying to tell us what ain't going on when we see what's going on?
I agree. So this is really, really foul on Oprah's behalf. And Oprah keeps on doing shady shit. There was that issue in Hawaii with her property. It was like blocking people because the road went through her property and she blocked it off so people couldn't go through the main road that ran through her property. So she's doing a lot of violating between the stuff you had mentioned with Kobe, and she's learning to piss off everybody.
That was Gail, her homegirl Gail.
Yeah, Gail.
So like I said, both of them, they road dogs and shit, and both of them been moving exactly alike. So again, these people who us black people hold in high regards. These white folks is dumping money in their pockets and they say, listen, speak nice about us because we know you got the ears about certain people. What's the main thing how black people get themselves fucked up? The media. So now these white folks is paying these icons that we hold dearly. That's why Jay-Z came up last week, couple weeks. They throw money at them because they know that, hey, y'all, we're going to tamper the noise down. That's the whole thing. She's not doing shows. She's basically out of the scene. You feel what I'm saying? So because of that, she's just trying to keep herself relevant. She's the quiet billionaire.
Quiet. Ain't nothing quiet about Oprah. She's very...
When I say quiet, meaning business adventure wise. You feel what I'm saying? She has been quiet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like the second our show ended, then people came at Oprah and said, well, you know what you got to do to maintain this wealth. And then Oprah got on her knees and they were like, no, not that. We need you to just get at black people for us. So they've been...
Hold them in line.
Yeah.
Whoa, no, not that. No.
Yeah, that was a fair compromise. But yeah, we need to see how Oprah's going to play out.
Out there in the back.
Yeah, Stedman been all in the cut. You need to control your woman, Stedman.
Stedman can't control shit because Oprah a whole new beast.
Stedman and Oprah were the original Papoose and Clarissa Shields.
Remy.
Yeah. Nah, not Remy. Clarissa Shields. This is a situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Clarissa Shields is more successful than Remy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Oprah's drawing a lot of bad blood just from basically everybody.
Talking too damn much.
Talking too much. Oprah, you need to be quiet.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Keep it moving, Oprah. Stop being a villain. We don't need that right now in our community, especially with what's going on with Black Love. There was some recent sad news put out this week that LeVar Ball and Tina Ball.
They ain't Black Love.
That shit. It's
That's not
Black Love because it produced 3 black children.
They ain't Black Love.
That's Black Love,
That's
nigga.
mixed love.
Nah, nigga, that's pure Black Love.
That's chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah. Well, anyway, streamer Neon decided to do link up with LeVar Ball, and they did an interview, and that's when LeVar Ball revealed that his wife had left him.
With my wife, who Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. She had the stroke, and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again.
Yeah, so that was LeVar Ball revealing that his wife Tina has left him.
Tina said, nigga, you got too comfortable. You ain't beating this shit up. You notice he got diabetes and he got his shit amputated.
Yeah.
He ain't taking care of himself. So if you ain't taking care of yourself, you ain't hitting that. So she like, hey, look, I got some good years left in me. So
well,
I'm out.
That's the issue. A lot of people are realizing LeVar rehabilitated her after a stroke. I kind of figure if your spouse helps you rehabilitate, like it's helping you, not just driving you to appointments and shit.
I feel you.
That's your soulmate.
Right.
Even if y'all ain't soulmates.
Because he could have been like shit and left your ass fucked up.
Yeah, he could have left you and been like, no, bye, bitch. But
put you in the shitty ass rehabilitation center. Like, yo, that's fucked up. He nursed you back to health and he going through some shit. She said, I'm out.
She dipped. So the first thing I would like to say is she most likely left him for another man.
Hell yeah.
Because when you're 60 and you're like a stroke victim, you're not just leaving your husband to have a hot girl summer.
Hell no.
No, there's somebody else.
Somebody busting her ass down.
Yeah, she got a new life going on.
That's the whole thing.
So what you're saying is LeVar,
his health is
his diabetes took away his ability,
his sex drive. So because of that, and she came back to life from this stroke, and he can't do nothing with it because he going through his issues. Somebody got hold of her ass. She out. She open.
See, I don't really know if I believe that because all LeVar has to do is take one of them blue gas station pills, and he's all right back in the game.
Right back in action.
You right, but he ain't though. He ain't. That nigga he living his life. He got 3 sons that's successful in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? He started. He got a shoe that other people, millionaires and a famous star boy. He got all 3 of his sons in the league. That nigga living a life. So, and meanwhile, she like, nigga, you still ain't pounding me. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. She called him Leangelo because that's one ball that don't work.
Right.
Yeah. So this is really sad to me because it's like, damn, you can rehabilitate a woman.
Like, bitch, I help you.
And she walk out your life.
Yeah, bitch, I help you get back on your feet and you out.
Yeah.
She done put on new heels and everything.
Right. I should have left your ass in a broke ass fucking damn rehabilitation, motherfucker.
That's cold blood.
I'm fucked up. I got one leg. I got part of my leg cut off and shit, and you bounce on me. Damn.
Yeah. Now, one thing I'm seeing the general public reacting to this, and of course, women are.
Ain't nobody saying nothing because, like, look, they coming to his defense.
Nah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you flip that, If you flip that, she nursed his ass back to health, right? She going through her shit. And he left for another chick.
Oh, he be scum.
Oh, he be public enemy
That's what I'm
number one.
talking about.
But the problem is the women are on Tina's side, at least some of them that I've seen. They're just like, we don't know what happened.
Y'all ain't know what happened with between Clay and fucking Meg, but y'all ain't give a damn.
Yeah.
Meg said what the fuck she said. Everybody, they riding with that shit. So now the roles is reversed and you're being biased. You still moving the goalposts.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
So yeah, this is outrageous just for the fact, like I said, of the health issues.
Yeah.
Man,
he did his marriage. He upheld his marriage vows.
Yeah,
and she done flipped on his ass.
She flipped on him real bad.
That's some snaky ass shit. Damn,
Yeah.
she janky.
Well, the main thing is this: LeVar has kept it respectful. He didn't call her no names. He didn't say anything negative about her.
No,
he just spoke his truth. He said, "You were always beautiful to me. Now that you want to leave, you are no longer beautiful to me."
Mm-hmm.
I tell that to all my exes. And that's game. So LeVar said, in addition to that, he's already got somebody. Right. So it doesn't sound like he's too broke up about it.
Good.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted an upgrade.
Yeah. Listen, man. Who was it? I think you posted it. Somebody about you. Trick Daddy. He said he'd rather deal with somebody under 40 who's broken versus somebody over 40 that's broken.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure younger age is always a preference for.
Well, the thing is, they still have, supposedly they're still not hardened into their way of thinking. Supposedly, that's what I get from what he was saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are correct. LeVar has been monitoring his health or talking about his diabetes. There was an interview in March last year. I believe that was when they cut his leg off, right, where he said in Slam Magazine, he wrote an essay. It said, due to not paying attention to my diabetes, I ended up having to get my foot amputated. He said first they cut off a couple toes, then they cut off my foot, then they said we got to go almost knee high for another surgery. 3 surgeries and blood transfusion. He said he had a blood transfusion 4 different times. So this was some of the background of what he has been experiencing with his health. And maybe the stress was too much for Tina to deal with. Right. And she said, I got to be out. She said, this is different than a stroke.
Which is fucked up still, regardless.
Yeah, so, I mean, you are right. This is a little odd that they cut your toes off and you're still not taking care of yourself.
Right. So he had warnings. Yeah, and he basically like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
That's wild, because LeVar has a sweet tooth. I remember watching the Ball in the Family show on Facebook, and he was always eating donuts, and he loved cakes and pies and sweets, and it's just like, when I was watching him do that, I didn't assume he had diabetes. I was like, oh, okay, he seemed in good shape. He takes care of himself, so I just naturally assumed, hey, he's having a cheat day and going ham on them baked goods. I didn't know he had diabetes.
Anytime usually have a damn pouch, a stomach, that's where that shit sits at right there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you gotta take, that shit is real serious. That sugar and shit, I never saw the show, but I can imagine if he eating like how he was eating. So even though they was cutting his toes off, he's still like, fuck it.
Bruh, I have a sugar addiction as well. I'm very guilty of binge eating on baked goods, sweets, candies, and shit. That's why I get my blood checked every year. And currently, I am not a diabetic.
Nice.
Thank God. But yeah, I get that shit checked every year. And I'm not in the danger zone or nothing. But that's because I do be fasting every morning. I do not eat until about 2 p.m. Then I go ham at 2 p.m. It's pretty bad. Yeah, granola bars and chocolate bars and sour cream donuts, and the fucking donut shop around the corner knows me by my first name.
Damn.
I walk in and that lady behind the counter, hi, how you doing? How's the week been? can't have a conversation with me at the goddamn donut shop. That's fat boy shit.
That's fat boy behavior.
I know. Don't be all friendly. Just give me,
activity.
this is like buying drugs. Just give me my shit.
Keep it as low key as possible.
Yeah, I already feel like shit walking in here. Just give me my drugs and let me turn around and leave.
Like, no, sit in this bitch.
Let me tear up my apple fritter. I be feeling like shit too. You know, I be feeling real good. Then I eat my 3 donuts, and then afterwards I'll be like, "Damn!"
Hey, that shit like that sweet that spot's like the we gotta go holler at somebody like, man, you can't just leave out of here. You gotta sit down for about 10, 15 minutes before you leave.
Yeah.
You can't pull straight out, man. You gotta come sit down.
Yeah. You gotta sit your ass down. I'll match you.
Make my spot.
You gotta sit there for at least an hour.
They hold it dumb hostage with dope.
Right, you gotta sit there at least an hour and shit.
Bayonets.
God, that's worse. Yeah, so LeVar says he's already got a nice young tender chopped up.
Yeah.
Did you see the other clips from that Neon live stream? There was these scenes where people were popping shit because LeVar was yelling at a couple of the women in his house. Like Neon was eating some spaghetti and LeVar said, "Hey, get that man a paper towel." And I guess the women were dragging her ass, so he started yelling at him, like, "Get him a paper towel, get him a paper towel." And then you see all these comments from women are like, "I see why Tina left." And all these women are like, "He's yelling at her. That's mean." Now, my first thought is that his girlfriend or not? Because it seems like there were a bunch of women that were assistants.
Exactly.
And my number 2 thought was, what the fuck are these women doing that he's got to yell 4 times to get a paper towel?
Yeah, especially if I'm paying your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, if I'm paying you, I shouldn't have to yell at you 4 times
Bitch, on the
to
first
get a paper
time.
towel
You
for
gonna say
my
how
nigga.
high on the first damn time.
Yeah. So I was a little bit perturbed.
And we on camera, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You fuck with my gangster. You don't think I ain't got no pull.
Exactly. So yeah, a lot of people are judging LeVar and making assumptions about why his wife left based on his behavior on this camera.
Number one, that those women are not his wife, so they don't have to. He don't have to treat them. He could treat them a certain way based off how the situation is set up. Like I said, they might be assistants. Then again, if they just some one night stand type shit, then hey. I ain't gonna see you after this, so we gonna get our fun. You getting yours. You around me. You enjoying the limelight around me, niggas. So this my show.
Well, first, I don't think LeVar's dumb enough to bring a jump off from on camera.
Why not? We seen plenty of motherfuckers jump off on camera.
That's not LeVar Ball. That's
I get you, but he's listen.
That's that's the point. That is LeVar Ball.
Right. This nigga is he going through a divorce and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he probably ain't had he probably been hitting that. That's the only pussy he been hit for 30 plus years. So now he gets.
Don't know that.
I said we're gonna assume.
Yeah.
Ain't
Because black men do not cheat.
Right. Exactly. So again, you know, he living his life. He probably hurt as hell. He living his life in his pain. Damn, this bitch left me. Fuck it.
What's up, Buddha?
Just an hour ago, they just said that Khadijah Farrakhan passed.
Yeah, I saw that.
The wife of
Louis Farrakhan.
Louis Farrakhan,
his wife passed.
That is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to hear.
Wow.
R.I.P. The minister's wife.
To the minister's wife, Khadijah Farrakhan. Yep. Wow.
Yeah. That's sad to hear. Everybody's losing their wife. Yeah, so we're going to give a shout out, R.I.P., to the Minister Farrakhan's wife, Khadijah Farrakhan. May she R.I.P. Yeah, that's very sad to hear. Yeah. Very unfortunate to hear. But LeVar Ball, you know what else in addition to LeVar Ball that had me laughing today? He did give a reaction to the recent trade going on with Melo Ball.
Of course he did.
And of course he said
that was funny,
if the Timberwolves want to win it all, they'll bring all 3 ball.
Get all my boys.
And I believe it. You can have Lonzo off the bench, you can have Melo starting, and you can have Jello bring them water.
He's saying play, man. He ain't saying award. He's saying play.
Yeah, he's going to play water reserve. He's going to come off the bench to serve water to the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate LeVar promoting his sons. His promotion
Is he still
did.
making music?
I haven't heard since that one hit.
Yeah. No, Jello dropped another song. It just didn't do what the first one did.
It was the same fucking song.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the best for LeVar Ball because I truly believe he might be an asshole, but he runs his household.
He does his thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
Remember, he got 3 kids to the league.
That everybody said it wasn't gonna make.
Extremely impressive.
Yeah. You don't get there being nice and soft spoken.
Right. You don't get to be successful by being lenient.
Tough dads make shit happen. That's Joe Jackson.
You gotta be structured in some form of fashion.
Yeah, notice all these dads that pushed their kids weren't necessarily nice guys, like Richard Williams, Joe Jackson, LeVar Ball.
I mean,
to get greatness, you got to kind of be a tough parent. You got to be strict,
and you have to you got to create structure that's on a level that most kids and most parents can and won't do. And you breaking generational financial curses on top of that. So yeah, it was a lot on the line.
Yeah. Oh man. So I hope the future gets better for LeVar Ball because he's certainly somebody I personally like. I think he's hilarious.
Black dad.
Yeah, and I love his Big Bachelor brand, and I'm certainly hoping that
Big Bachelor brand.
That's what it's now. Yeah, that's what it is now. That's what the Triple B's, baby, Big Bachelor brand, because that's what he is now. So, shout out to LeVar Ball. May you prosper. I think he's gonna get a badass Latina. I just don't see LeVar Ball fucking with a black woman. Not romantically.
Don't be surprised now.
Nah, bro. Once you go white, you don't go black. I don't know of a slick rhyme for that.
Right.
Oh, I did one though. Yeah.
Oh God, he about to get us censored.
Right.
What? No, I just did it wrong. I just wanted the world to know. All right, let's go ahead and move on because T.I. was in the news. T.I. was on the Joe Budden podcast, and he basically sounded like he dissed Versus. Now, T.I. has been a major participant in Versus. He already had one verse. Was it more than one? He had more than one Versus, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So T.I. has been a major proponent of the Versus. He challenged 50 Cent to a Versus. He backed down from Busta Rhymes for a Versus. And he got on the Joe Budden podcast and basically said Versus is broke people activity. And that pissed off a lot of people, including Timbaland and Swiss, because they're the ones who started Versus. And then once T.I. heard of the backlash, he decided to go live and give his view on why he said that.
That wasn't my intention. First of all, I was drinking. So I guess my points weren't made clear as I thought that they were. I was speaking on my experience that I had in participating or considering the participation in Versus. The question that was asked, had I made another list of people who I could, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to engage in that because my experience has been just going back and forth bickering with people for the public's entertainment, and that's not something that I want to engage in. That is what I refer to as poor people activity, not the Versus within itself.
So T.I. decided to clarify his comments from the Joe Budden podcast and explain what he meant by poor broke people activity. And me personally, I'm not buying it. I think T.I. just in a moment just kind of shitted on Versus and then realized what he did and try to clear it up.
I mean, I'll give you that, but at the same token, we are talking about a dude that just got a settlement. So his financial status compared to a lot of other people, it is, But at the same time, what he's talking about, you really got to understand. He's been trying to do this thing against said dude. and all it ended up being was a whole troll fest.
Yeah.
So it's a waste of time. What do most people do when they wasted people's time? That's what broke people do.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand what where his comments, or what they stem from as far as when he cleared it up. You know what I mean? But initially, yeah, that sounded crazy.
Yeah. Anytime people drinking shit probably get construed.
You see, we had to cut back a little bit.
Right. So again, two things can be true. He was true in saying it was broke nigga mentality because, like you said, his experience, he was trying to actually set one up, and it became into a nigga mentality, going back and forth. Troll field. Kids, family, getting all involved. So that was a nigga experience. So two things can be true. He didn't mean it saying that the whole event is, because I saw the Pretty Ricky in B2K the other night, and
how was that?
Pretty Ricky smoked their asses.
They did?
Yeah, they did, bro. I'm talking about because them niggas can sing. Pretty Ricky. I'm like, why y'all niggas break up, bro? Like, y'all that nigga,
egos.
I know that nigga can sing. So B2K, they all in production and shit. They do it all. They dancing and shit. These niggas like, I want it. I'm not. Yeah, they were blowing. Them niggas they were doing their thing. The only thing that was crazy though, they had these red ass bright red ass suits and shit like that. That shit was crazy as hell. But yeah, they was, in my opinion, they blew out B2K.
They blew out B2K. So
yeah, they was blowing.
Okay, I know Pretty Ricky had a couple joints.
Them niggas got them. Them niggas got some. I haven't listened to the album, but
they had their run.
They're 2000.
They had their run.
Right, them niggas. They got some classes, bro.
I only remember that one joint, that 5 o'clock in the morning, and dun, 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 dun,
I'm looking through the comments and shit and everything. It's like, why we was singing this when we was kids and shit. Like a lot of these,
a lot of them that
grew up off of B2K and Pretty Ricky, they were kids, and they was singing these songs.
I mean, shit, we were too. Like we ain't growing with
singing Tevin Campbell. Yeah. Tevin Campbell was singing Prince songs,
but Tevin Campbell was our age too.
Yeah, but Tevin Campbell was a little ass boy singing that shit. He was a minor.
I get what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, but we can relate to that in a sense because he was our age. Pretty Ricky, they were grown men.
How old was Pretty Ricky?
I
remember them being little kids. Not little kid, like
they were
around B2K's age,
preteen, like they 18 and this shit like that. It's 2000, so early 2000s. So
I feel like if 20. You aren't minors, you can sing about getting freaky. I thought it was weird when Tevin Campbell was singing "He'd Rather Do You After School Like Some Homework." You don't remember that song?
That's I know
that was a song Prince wrote called
like a girl.
Yeah, I remember that was a big deal when that song came out because WPGC ended up having to do a little panel on whether a song like that was appropriate for Tevin Campbell or not in his audience. I just remember that was a big deal at the time. But yeah, I think T.I. was first and foremost. He probably shouldn't have been drinking if it causes you to misinterpret words.
Incoherent.
Yeah, if you are that incoherent when you're drunk, you don't just need to drink and do interviews. But
hey man, when you that high up the
when you are
train,
up, nigga, I'm about to say when you up like that, you don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. Nigga, I just look what I've been preaching the whole month. When niggas that high, it's all about a numbers game, bro. It's like for every million that don't like you, you got 2 to 3 million that does like you.
T.I. up, man. Tip is up.
And his album that he done dropped Friday, that shit pretty dope.
What's the name of the album?
Let me make sure.
Yeah.
Make sure. Right. I'm gonna get it right.
Be talking shit.
I don't want nobody talking shit.
How dope is the album? Yeah, you don't know the name. And the person saying that would probably be me.
I'm gonna give you the exact title, so I'm not even gonna.
It's called Expeditiously, Volume 3.
Hey! After the trap,
Kill the King.
Killer King?
No,
No,
kill the
Kill
king.
the King.
Right. So he got 18 joints up there, and from the ones
A regular number almost.
Huh?
Almost a regular number of tracks.
Right. It's only 51 minutes. So my favorite ones that I'm talking about, these joints, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So my favorite ones off of it, Dope Boy Academy featuring T-Pain and Jeezy and 2 Chainz. I like the one Pistol on the Dance Floor. That's like he got like an old school beat to that. Just, you know, the other one, And Won't with featuring Summer Walker. That's a good one. The girl, if you got a lady, she gonna like that shit. He got one with Gorgeous with Usher. That's a dope song.
Usher.
Yeah, Usher. I like the one We On.
What would you say is the hottest track on the album?
Ooh, okay. So the hottest track on the album, let me see. Continental, that's the last one, or I like the one, hold on, where is that? Trauma Bound. Trauma Bond. That's he got that featuring the Marching Crimson band. That those two right there.
So question, are there any tracks on there with Rick Ross?
No.
Damn, I
No
thought they
tracks.
were usually collaborators.
No tracks. Everybody he collabed with Summer Walker. Like I said, Jeezy, T-Pain, The Dream. He got Usher. He got Young Boy Never Broke Again up there. OMG Girls, Marching Crimson Band. He got Young Dro. He got Buddy Red, Billy Lennox. Yeah, those are the artists that he worked with on this album. But the other one, Where I'm From, Anderson .Paak. That's a good one too. That's a dope song too.
Anderson .Paak up there.
Yeah, I think y'all like that one. So he got at least 4 or 5 of them that I play.
He got Buddy Red?
Yeah.
I wonder how he managed to secure that guest spot.
Yeah, he got quite a few of them.
Hmm.
He got a banger. I think he got him a little class, little album right here.
Okay.
I might need to check that one out. And I was listening to it all day. And this is where I like to judge albums. When I cut it on, and when the song hear it, whether it's the beat, whether it's the lyric, melody, whatever, and it instantly grabbed me. That's why, oh shit, because you know some albums you like, you gotta you gotta play it a couple of times. It's like, all right, I got you, shit like that. He got quite a few joints up there that's like, okay, yeah, all right. Some of them like immediately snatch you by the ear, but he got him a classic. I believe it's a classic album, my opinion.
Okay. Well, you know how I feel about classic albums.
Kill the King.
Kill the King by T.I. Well, you know, the true test of a classic album is if we discuss it 2 months from now. So
Right.
It's the summertime. We are looking for that dope music so far. Young Miami has the song of the summer
Right
with
now.
what is
Spend
it?
It.
Boosting,
Spend It.
Spend It. Yeah.
Mhm.
So right now she's running shit with
Yeah,
her
she-
song.
She got the summer classic right now.
Yeah. Hopefully T.I. can.
T.I., it's a couple of them. If they get the correct airplay, that I can see that might can be summer classics. The one where Gorgeous with Usher depends on how they play it in the club. You feel what I'm saying? That can be a summer banger. Or And Won't, the one with Summer Walker. It all depends on how they play this on the radio. If they play it, those two right there can be like summer bangers. You feel what I'm saying? So, just my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and move on because I wanted to delve into sports because there's been a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
I want to start off with a very wonderful NBA draft on Wednesday that has already transpired.
Oh, look, of course you go.
Of course, my squad, the Wizards, got the number 1 pick, and we
Again.
chose right. Every time we got the number 1 pick.
So you ain't chose right with SARS? You're
SARS
dominant?
wasn't a number 1
I
pick. He was
know.
number 2.
I understand that. I was about to say.
And SARS was a good pick. He's still up and coming. He's still growing as a.
When was the last time y'all had a number 1 pick?
John Wall.
And that wasn't a good pick?
That was a great pick.
Okay.
Kwame Brown is our only bust.
Kwame Brown was the only bust.
So right now, well, we don't know how AJ's going to play out, but right now we've had 3 number 1 picks. One was Kwame, one was John, and one is AJ. So he's now a Washington Wizard with the number 1 pick chosen, and I'm very excited because my squad is stacking talent just like OKC did. We are going to be the East Coast OKC.
We're going to see.
No, we are, because right now we're stacking talent, and we got some draft picks, and we have Anthony Davis as well as Trey Young to build upon. So we got two legends,
signed a major deal with y'all.
2 Hall of Fame vets, and 1 potential.
Some promising young
AJ
prospect.
is supposed to be a game changer. He's not a generational athlete, so I won't put that level of pressure on him like Zion. But, yeah, BYU, small forward. He's going to do a lot of things. He's a 3-way scorer, three-level scorer, 3-point. He's going to yoke it on a couple fools, and he can definitely take you out in the mid-range. Utah got Darren Peterson out of Kansas. Phenomenal point guard. I'm eager to see what he's going to do with the Jazz. I knew we were getting AJ because if Darren Peterson is our second best player in the draft, we already filled at point guard, so we knew that wasn't going to be a fit no matter what talent Darren has. We already paid all that money to Trey, so Cameron Boozer got to the Grizzlies straight out of Duke. I'm going to be eager to see what happens there because I don't believe Ja is going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, he's going to be gone.
I think they're at worst nobody don't want to trade for him. So now they most likely gonna have to release his ass.
Release Ja?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
His game he has not developed his game. The reason why they can't trade his ass is because he's a slashing guard. He has no jump shot. He cannot shoot the 3. You know what I'm saying? So he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
And with the baggage that he had off the field, you know, his trade value has diminished to where he's not even a valuable asset. They can't even move.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ja has outplayed his worth.
He gonna have to hopefully, if he took this summer to get his game right, you know what I'm saying?
He needs to.
You know, we'll see. Maybe this will humble him, you know what I'm saying? But he need to step up. Now, we just spoke on Zion. We was getting on him. Zion actually played ball last year. He looked good. We was kind of like, damn, suspect how it looked because we were so used to him being so big. So when he actually slimmed down to where he became muscular and everything, looked like what he's supposed to look like, he played more games than he played in one season since he been in the league. And he had some fairly good numbers. You know what I'm saying? He was averaging over 20 points a game. 24 and 5, something like that. So he had a solid season.
Yeah, very solid. Now, I was very, very, very happy for number 4, which was Caleb Wilson, power forward out of UNC.
Yep.
I'm gonna be
Chicago.
Yep, Chicago Bulls, and I'm very eager to see what he's gonna do with the Bulls because right now I'm trying to figure out who the Bulls got. I know they have.
They have your boy out of KC that was a switch knife. What's his name? He was in trouble with them. We reported it. He was in trouble, supposed to be an underage girl. What's his name?
Underage girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Giddy.
Giddy's there.
That's right.
Giddy there.
That's sad that the minute you said that.
I'll say you got Giddy there. I forgot a little the Russian forward.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The Russian. Yeah,
they got him. So, and they got 2 first-round picks from this year. So they got a solid team. They got a new coach. He came from Portland. Tiago Splinter. He's their new head coach and stuff. And the crazy, which he was at Portland, which he got Portland to the playoffs, which they didn't expect because Chauncey was federal investigation for the gambling ring.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Clippers decided to go with Keaton Wagler from Illinois, point guard. They're gonna pair him up with Kawhi.
No, Kawhi gonna be out.
Where's Kawhi gonna go?
I think Kawhi. I think he's on. This is last year and in Clip. He got 1 year left on his deal, so don't be surprised he get moved. He's gonna get moved, and plus the Clippers is under investigation because the salary manipulation with that failed business on how they was able to supplement money to sign Kawhi again. So with that fiasco, and this is last year on that contract, they're going to move him. He's going to be traded for trading.
Yeah. So that's going to be. So they're practically going to be rebuilding the Clippers, basically.
Pretty much.
So it's going to be just him running point guard with Paul George.
Who? Paul George was in Philly.
Oh shit!
Damn, son.
I am completely.
Damn, Paul George been in Philly for like two seasons.
Damn,
he been going. Damn, son. He been going for over 2 years.
I completely forgot.
Oh,
you are correct.
Man.
I'm stupid. And
yeah, he's yeah. So Clippers in rebuild. So Kawhi gonna end up getting moved.
Yeah.
They I've heard they linking him to a couple of teams like Detroit, Miami trying to do something because they're trying to rebuild down there.
No, we might as well get into that now.
So with Bam and Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, because so that was the biggest trade so far of the offseason is Antetokounmpo going to Miami. Portis goes to Miami.
Yep. Miami gave up Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Warren, Jaquez Jr., 3 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round draft picks. Yeah. Tyler Hero. Yeah. So they gave up. They gutted that team.
Yeah, they damn sure did. But, I mean, Miami wasn't really going to do nothing with Hero and Bam and all them. So, I mean, I understand the reason for the drastic move. But now you've got 2 very popular, very all-star caliber big men with Giannis and Bam. You got to fill out your backcourt.
Well, they're going to lose Norman Powell.
Yeah, they can't
afford him. So Norman Powell, be on the lookout. Norman Powell being somewhere. And again, we talked about Brown at the beginning, how he's being he was offered for Giannis, and now that's Boston listening to trade offers for Brown, so he can be on the move. You know what I'm saying? So. He's being linked to a couple of teams. Detroit trying to work something out. Miami trying to work something out. Hell, even Charlotte. I heard him linked to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So So it's the NBA about to get a little funky next year for sure.
Yes, indeed. So yes, in addition to the Giannis trade, there was another trade with Julius Randle.
Yep, he went to
going to Brooklyn.
Yep.
Brooklyn Nets. Julius Randle is a Brooklyn Net, and for some reason I see him working there because, the Nets don't have anything going.
Right. And then on top of that, that opened up for Charlotte sending LaMelo to Minnesota. So now you got LaMelo and Anthony backcourt, which that's going to be a dominant little backcourt. They lost some size because you're in the back where OKC got taller with their 7-footer they got out of the from Michigan and shit. And then Wemby and them got one of the other centers from what's his name, Johnson. He's one of the other centers from Michigan and stuff like that. So with OKC and San Antonio just keep getting bigger, Minnesota got smaller, but again, it's gonna be a show because Anthony Edwards, he's been double teamed the most in the league, double team. So now this open up LaMelo. You can't double team Ant no more because LaMelo, and LaMelo he's a flashy but a popular player. So yeah, we got some moves jumping around.
Yes, indeed, because that has been the talk of the week since the trade has happened, especially around here in the Carolinas. You've seen a mixed reaction to the trade. Some people are happy that Melo has left, and some people are very upset at the Hornets.
Exactly.
Now, me personally, we've been on this podcast talking about Melo being traded for the past 2 seasons. So I wasn't surprised when it finally happened.
But we also was saying that based upon they haven't gotten into the playoffs and his season, he hasn't had an all-star caliber season. He answered the bell this year. They got to the playoffs first time in 10 years. He had an all-star caliber season and everything, and he had less minutes, less points, and less statistics since coming off the bench and shit. So, and a lot of people, what I've been hearing, like, yo, they've been locked in with Charlotte because of LaMelo, because he's a very popular player.
Yes, indeed. But I've seen a couple Hornets fans on my timeline renounce the Hornets for trading Melo.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, me personally, the Hornets weren't going to win shit with Melo. As I stated, they were going to get at most a semifinals exit.
Of course. And then the productivity that they was going to get, what they was getting from him, and at the cost, they got a fraction of that when they gave it to Kobe White. That's why they traded for Kobe White, and that's why LaMelo was expendable getting traded, because they like, if you match up the numbers, it's similar. The only difference is LaMelo is a lot more flashier and everything. Kobe White isn't. You know what I'm saying? But you still get, as a team, when you're building a team, right, you still getting the same type player, but at a cheaper price.
Yeah. So with Melo, I think you lose a highlight player who does put asses in seats, but that's pretty much it. I think the success of the Hornets last season, or this past season, was due to Con Knippel and Brandon Miller.
Then they got to be able to pay. They got to be able to pay them.
Yeah, and I also feel like with Nas Reed now coming, you've got a power forward that can stretch the floor.
Yep.
You've got defense. You've got offense in the paint.
You got the whole ACC on the damn team.
Yeah. So I really think the Hornets are going to be more successful this upcoming season without Melo than they will with.
Yeah.
I think the star of this squad, I really think it's Brandon Miller, but because
it's him and Con Knippel.
What? It's like a 1-2 Tatum Brown punch.
Almost like, yeah. And then when you got Nas Reed coming in, that's the pick and pop. You know what I'm saying? Well, with them 3 shooters on the floor, that's pick and roll, pick and pop all day. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of them can spray the floor and shoot threes. Because, Con Knippel, he broke the rookie season record in threes this year.
Yes, he did. And I think the Hornets are going to be trying to follow a similar trajectory with the Wizards, because it looks like the Hornets got the Timberwolves' first-round pick for 2033.
3 first rounds.
Yeah, the second-round pick for 2029, second round for 2032, 2033, first-round pick for 2028. Yeah, so they picked up a bundle of picks, of draft picks. So they're going to be, over the next couple seasons, fleshing out and just probably recruiting a gang of talent.
And then, like I said, they might be able to take that and turn around, flip that, and bring in like somebody like a Jaylen Brown if they chose to go in that direction. At least with a player like that, he's proven he can put a team on the back. So you talking about, if you able to give up those 3 first-round draft picks for the like of a Brown, and he comes in, he's the alpha of the team. Everybody else fall in, play their roles and stuff like that. The team go in from a play-in team to probably like a 6th or maybe a 4th seed because of that.
Yes, indeed.
So don't be surprised if you see Jaylen Brown, he gets traded, and them 3 first-round draft picks they got from Minnesota, they turn around and send it to damn to Boston in that trade.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to definitely see how this offseason plays out. So far, it's off to a really great start, really exciting with Giannis leaving the Bucks.
We still ain't finished, guys. We got to see Lakers re-sign Austin Reeves. He got a Supermax contract, 4-year, $185 million. So this is somebody who was a second round draft pick. He is a second round draft pick, and he made it to. He one of the few players to sign for a max deal, 4-year, $185 million. So he making an average salary of $45 million a year.
Yeah, but what are the Lakers gonna do this season?
I mean, we got some free agents. We re-signed Austin Reeves. We had to.
Yeah.
Outside of that, plus Luka wanted him back, so we had to sign him. Hachimura, I think we got to find a way to keep him because he did good stretch forward. We're gonna have to find us a rim protector because with Austin Reeves and Luka, the defense on the point and shooting guard is not going to be there. So you got to have a strong front court, and whoever we can get via trade or depending on what free agency starts next week, July 6th. So we'll see who's on the market, and then after that, whatever we got left, hey LeBron, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? You want to come back? He ain't getting no $25 million, that's for sure. I think if anything, he'll be lucky to get $10 million for 1 year.
$10 million?
Yeah. But we got $50 million. I think we got like $50 million that we can spend. Between Hachimura, re-signing Hachimura and finding a big, that's where most of the money gonna go to. I only see him maybe 10, maybe 15 million. He's not even getting nothing 20 million. He'll barely get 15 million. He's only on a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, so he used to the 50 million, 25 million. Nah, they're going to offer him as much as he can. But first, we're going to re-sign Hachimura, find us a big, and whatever we got left, that's what we're going to offer him. It's going to be more than the minimum the minimum average for a veteran. They're going to try to give him at least 15 million. But I don't see him getting 20.
Well, I don't know how the Lakers are going to be looking by the time the season starts with all these different changes. Yeah. I do agree they're definitely going to need some defense with Luka running the show at point
guard. Him and
Austin,
yep.
Yeah.
We got to have a strong front court.
Yeah, so y'all definitely need some defense.
Oh, and we got to re-sign Luke Kennard. We got to. That's a 3-point specialist. We got to re-sign.
Need a 3-point.
We got to re-sign his ass. So that's 2 players right there. That's Hachimura and then Luke Kennard. So like I said, we'll try to get LeBron here 10 million. Like I said, 15 max.
15?
Yeah, max.
Okay.
If you go anywhere else, it ain't gonna be as high.
Yeah. Right now, LeBron can go wherever he chooses.
No, not yet. I mean,
he still got 1 year of his contract?
Right. He's still up. He's an unrestricted free agent, so we got to now. If anything, we can do a sign and trade. You know what I'm saying, like that if somebody want him, but ain't nobody gonna give up no draft picks for him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Cool. Well, I look forward as the NBA season continues to flesh out with off-season transactions, including trades, free agent signings, as well as draft picks. All I know is when it's all said and done, I'm going to have to start a new career on 2K after these roster updates. Okay, let's go ahead and move on because Caitlin Clark has been in the news this week.
Dominated.
Yes, so Caitlin Clark basically had an incident on the court with Alyssa Thompson. Yes, and it involved a very hard foul, it wasn't a foul.
Well, actually,
it was a loose ball.
Little content. So they had a game like 4 days ago, and it got chippy because one Cunningham, last name Cunningham from Sophia Cunningham. They got a meme of her going out around where she doing like this. She pointing a finger, and now we know most people, especially black people, if you pointing the finger at somebody, that's a line of disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? That's fighting words. So her and Alyssa Thomas was going back at each other behind that. Fast forward, now it's already chippy, so it was continuing in that game. So you're talking about Alyssa Thomas. She's considered the second best player in the WNBA based off her skill set. She's a walking triple threat machine. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you talking about her going up against with some people, some Caitlin Clark casuals are saying she's supposed to be the best. She's a cash cow, blah, blah, blah. And, she gave a little extra shit. You know what I'm saying? She did. She punched in the fucking, she, kneed her a little bit, gave her a little mush in the neck and shit. And, anytime when a black body assault a white body, them white faces go crazy.
Exactly. So, yes, it was a game between the Phoenix Mercury and the Indiana Fever on Wednesday. It was their second bout. And during the skirmish for a loose ball, it looks like Alyssa Thompson and Caitlin Clark got tangled up on the floor, and it looked like in slow motion that Alyssa's hand or fist went across her throat. And this prompted a little bit of outrage across the media world. A lot of Caitlin Clark fans were demanding something more be happened to Alyssa Thompson. She was suspended.
One game,
which
was
the
today.
Incident, for the punch in the throat or the fist.
Knee in the groin.
Yeah. So this led to a little bit of a wild reaction from Boomer Esiason on his podcast and what Caitlin Clark should do next.
In the flow of the game, I didn't really notice the egregious contact because it happened so fast.
So quick.
But then at the same time, Caitlin got up. So I didn't think that there was any major impact at the moment. Of course, when you slow things down and see that right there, the optics of that don't look good at all.
Right.
And I think that because when it comes to a player of Caitlin's caliber, the narratives can run crazy.
If I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment. She's been getting run over, steamrolled, shoved down, this one to the neck last night. Alyssa Thomas should be suspended with the way that looks and the way that it just comes across. I'm like, this is what the WNBA has become. I'll tell you what, if I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment and get real money.
From the Saudis?
From somewhere. I mean, there's international.
She can't go to the Saudis.
Well, she can't go to the Russians either, as we saw that, Brittany Griner got stuck there.
She did. Well, yeah, in jail.
But a lot of the women actually do play, in European leagues because they supplement their income. But now supposedly their income is going up here. And I know that Caitlin makes a ton of money off the court in terms of endorsements, and rightfully so. But I think that there's a petty jealousy, and she's a straight white basketball player. And she is not being treated with any sort of respect whatsoever.
Boomer.
Oh, Boomer.
Acting like a boomer. She is a straight white woman, and she should be treated with respect.
If I was her, I would go overseas and take money from the Saudis. Now, isn't this the same Christian white folks that was screaming bloody murder when taking money from them brown boys?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a bad thing to take money from the Saudis?
Yeah.
Okay. Look how it's so cool now to take money from them Saudis. Yeah. They was talking cold cash shit. Now let's get something straight, people. Caitlin isn't bigger than the damn program. And this whole notion that she's a cash cow, yes, in a sense she is, because she brought a bunch of you casuals over to watch the damn W. The one thing that has really baffled me about the Caitlin Clark fans is she's a good basketball player? She's all right. Is she the best player in the W? No, she's not. Is she the most dominant player in the league? No, she's not. And I watched the Indiana Fever at least 4 games this year. Mm-hmm. To be the best player, right? Not only you had to be offensive skill set, which she does have when she doesn't cry like an old baby, play defense. The fact that her coach had to take her off the court because she's a defensive liability, that speaks volume. You want to know who's the best player in the NBA, in the WNBA? Asia Wilson. Three-time most valuable player of the league. I think she got, 3-4 rings in the league as well? Didn't last year? They was number 14 in the league. They won 14 straight games and won the chip. But everybody's trying to make it seem from Boomer to motherfucking Stephen A. Everybody, she brung a lot of casuals over. That's facts. But she's not the best player. Paige Buckner, in my opinion, is better than Caitlin Clark.
Yes. So,
and she haven't won shit. Thank you.
Yeah, you are correct. Caitlin Clark has not won a high school championship, a college, or a professional championship. But following that game, it looks like Stephanie White took to the post-game press conference. That's the coach of the Fever. And she called out the officiating for not doing enough to protect Caitlin, noting that she felt it was disrespectful how the officiating was treating her. And, of course, Boomer Esiason decided to speak his piece on it. As you saw, I don't really think Boomer Esiason has a strong understanding of women's basketball to declare her to just dip out the WNBA.
Right. And then on top of that, where was the outrage when Angel Reese got clotheslined by Brittany Griner?
Well, we know the factors.
Of course, there was no outrage. As a matter of fact, a lot of Caitlin Clark fans were actually trying to say some racist remarks about Angel Reese getting clotheslined. So the fact is, the ones who always say, don't put race in it, let's leave race out of it, they always be the racist one talking shit. When it comes to black bodies getting assaulted and everything, it's okay. And matter of fact, y'all sitting there cheering on that shit. Caitlin Clark, it's a different source. And on top of that, she's used as a proxy. Y'all not even, if she was to walk out on the street right now, y'all wouldn't, half y'all motherfuckers wouldn't even fuck with her. No, they wouldn't date Caitlin Clark. They wouldn't date her. They wouldn't even look at her. And like I said, her game is she has a good shot, you know what I'm saying? But she's not the dominant player in the league. She can't even stay on the court. Injury prone right now. Which a lot of them be like, well, yeah, she getting roughed up. Hell, a lot of damn women that's playing in the league getting roughed up. It was a lady that played in Toronto. I forgot her last name. She scored 53 points in a damn game. Second most points in league history. Well, why are we not talking about that? Why are we talking about Caitlin Clark? Because she got roughed up. All these ladies get roughed up. They get hard fouls. That's the league.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so basically the notion of Caitlin Clark leaving the WNBA to play overseas is laughable because of the money she makes in endorsements, like State Farm, for instance. Right. I'm sure she's getting way more money from that than she gets as a player in the WNBA. And if she were to leave and go overseas, I'm pretty sure a lot of those deals would fall through because a lot of companies are not going to pay her.
Because she's tied to the Saudis.
Well, no, not just that, but the leagues that she be playing for overseas aren't even televised in America.
Right.
So a major part of her endorsement money comes from her being recognized in an American league. So,
and then on top of that, she's not a global impact player.
No, she's not Kobe or nothing.
Like she's not. Now I ain't gonna front though. She debuted her shoes last week. Those shits was hot. I ain't gonna front. Caitlin Clark's shoes is dope. For those who sneakerheads and shit like that, they were dope. She debuted her shoes last week, but let's come back to reality and let's keep it to basketball because y'all not using her for basketball reasons. Okay, number one, she has never won nothing major. She lost. How she got on? Because her and Angel Reese went back and forth with the banter and shit. And Angel Reese beat her in the championship game. Guess what happened? She came back, beat Angel Reese and everything. And guess what? South Carolina mopped their asses and shit like that. So we know her. She broke the most points scored in college basketball as a woman. Guess what? People do that all the damn time. Break records. She hasn't won shit. She can't even stay on the damn court. So let's keep everything in perspective right now. She is not the best player. The one who punched her in the damn neck is number 2. Go figure.
Yeah, and as I've said, Paige Buckner, to me, is a better player, but she doesn't have a black antagonist to generate that media press that Caitlin Clark did.
And she's gay. That's another reason why.
Yeah. Well,
no, because you heard what Boomer said. She's a straight white girl.
Yeah. Sometimes we forget that. Because
Paige is not straight. What's your girl Stewie? Brianna Stewart. She's not straight. So they got some balling ass white girls that play. They're not straight.
None of them are. Now, Boomer Esiason's comments did not sit too well with the entire media. Rob Parker gave his 2 cents on how he felt about Boomer Esiason's comments. Rob Parker basically said he called Boomer Esiason a terrible talk show host and accused him of pushing divisive narratives unrelated to basketball.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He does.
None of that is false at all. Everything Rob Parker said in that regards is true. Yeah, and they also argued that Clark is often dragged into cultural debates she never saw it, and that physical targeting of star players is a reality of sports, citing Michael Jordan and Steph Curry as examples.
Kobe.
All
the fucking
I don't really think Kobe had that until, like, season, 4?
What's that?
A target on his back.
Shit. Kobe had a target on his back when he came to the Lakers because...
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. That's the reason. Listen, I'm a Laker fan. I know this.
I remember. It took Kobe 2 seasons to be Kobe.
That's the reason why they got. That's the reason why they traded Eddie Jones, because Kobe wasn't gonna take no back seat. Kobe was putting the pressure on their asses as soon as they traded for him. That's the reason why. So Kobe had a target on his back since he stepped up into LA.
Yeah. Well, there have been numerous targets on numerous superstars in numerous leagues.
And if you want to go to the W, hell, when the comments when they was in Houston was Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and Tina Thompson and them, they had target on the back. When Lisa Leslie won it with the Sparks and everything, she had a target on the back. I mean, damn, your girl Sue Bird, she had a target on the back. What's your girl? The whitest Tarazi. She had a target on the back. Damn, what's your girl that retired? Other UConn great.
Lobo.
Rebecca Lobo. The one that just recently. What's my girl name? No. The black was she got the black guy out of prison and quit.
I know who you're talking about.
She quit basketball. Damn, what's her name? She was. I had a tip of my tongue.
I know exactly. I just
Maya Moore. Maya Moore. She had a target in the back. I mean, like, come on. We got plenty of women that had targets in the back, but the difference is with them, their gang spoke up for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? They won shit. Caitlyn hasn't won nothing. She can't even stay on the fucking damn floor. Like right now, she's out because of back contusion and shit like that. Like she can't. Like, listen, this ain't college. This ain't high school. Motherfuckers get you when you listen to them narrate on the shit. What they talk about? You got to be aggressive. You got to come with force. So if you got to be aggressive, you got to come with force. That means what? You gonna get body checked. You gonna get some elbows and shit like that. You might get a forearm to the damn back. That shit comes with the territory. This is grown women basketball.
Yeah. So they've been getting at Boomer for his comments, and there was another incident with Caitlin Clark where she wasn't featured on the 30th anniversary of the WNBA poster, and people were upset at that.
Crying.
Yeah, but from my understanding, it's due to a licensing deal she has with her likeness. Is that the case?
Right.
It's a similar situation Michael Jordan had, and he wasn't allowed to be featured on certain NBA promotional shit because of the deal.
Of her deal that she got outside of them.
So I think in this situation, Caitlin Clark fans are looking to victimize her once
in
again.
any possible way she can. And as basketball enthusiasts, this is where motherfuckers don't like her in a sense. And it's not her fault. It's because of her fans. Her fans will not allow her, let her game speak for herself. Her fans is always overdoing shit. You can't even breathe on her ass. Like, oh, that's something racist. Oh, they're jealous. Oh, that's the cash cow. Oh, you supposed to uphold it. Man, shut the fuck up. This nigga ain't won shit. Y'all talking about, you know how many number one draft picks came in the league and won something? She hasn't won shit.
Yeah. So Boomer Esiason's comments seem to be causing quite a little bit of divisiveness.
That's what he want to do. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. And I agree with Rob Parker where he said Esiason is just not a good host.
He ain't the only one. You got some Negroes doing the same shit. Stephen A. Stephen A. He's another one. He's the one. When you say cash cow, that's Stephen A. He put that she's a cash cow. They need to treat her with a lot more respect. And I'm like, nigga, all the basketball players in the NBA, do they treat them a certain way because they a cash cow? LeBron James, Time Magazine, 18 years old, when he came in the league, did they treat him like a cash cow? They had to treat him with a certain respect? No, that nigga had to come in and prove that shit. So how come this white girl who hasn't won a damn thing got to be put on a fucking pedestal over women who actually went out here, proved themselves, won championships on all fucking levels? Make that shit make sense. That's the classic DEI promotion right there that they're trying to do right there.
Yes, they are. And in addition to Boomer Esiason's comments, as you mentioned, Stephen A. decided to give his 2 cents on the hard foul towards Caitlin Clark, and he believes the WNBA is not doing enough to protect her.
Every time you turn around, there seems to be something involving this girl, and there's an elevated level of physicality that obviously compromised her availability last season where she missed a few games. There is a palpable resentment towards this girl where you have people who are resenting of her star power and her cachet. And as a result, if they have an opportunity to go at her, they're going to take it. Now, Caitlin Clark is no innocent bystander in all of this. She's a high-end competitor. She can be very feisty. We saw from her college days where she can chirp and talk junk at you, which is why Angel Reese went at her when they ultimately beat her for the national championship, because she was chirping right back at her and trolling her. That's where the real fame of Angel Reese rose. And there's been a level of resentment that has existed where I believe there's been a failure on the part of some people to appreciate the mantra of a rising tide lifts all boats.
Y'all want her to be the best. Y'all say she the best, but we got to do all this coddling. We got to put a bubble wrap around her. I want to know what champion in any league that they came in, they had all in their own rights had cachets to where the league, the program coddled them. I'll wait. Hell, you can even throw the white champions up in there. The white people that came up, hockey, baseball.
Do you feel Jordan was coddled before he won the championship?
Hell no. He didn't. Once he won the shit, yeah, you could say that then. When he started winning all the 6 3 in a row, the 2 3-peats, you could say it then. But beforehand, hell no. Because why? The Pistons, the Lakers, Boston, they were getting his mouth. He couldn't do until he won it. So let's get back to Caitlin. She hasn't won nothing. Every time we saw her at her supposedly greatest moment, she got blown out. Both championship game in college, she got blown out. She got in the league. She won Rookie of the Year. Last year, she wasn't even on the floor because of injuries. This year, same thing. Injuries and now defense. Why? Because we see her complaining about the refs, about getting calls. You can't even blow on her. She want a call. Now you got commentators, Stephen A. Boomer. Y'all got to protect her. Now you see why there's probably some goddamn resentment, because you punk ass motherfuckers sitting there. We supposed to uplift her, and you talking about women that done put it on the line. The league hasn't been open for 30 years for no fucking reason. And the people that got this notion talking about, oh, they was subsidized, they was in the red. Excuse me. Anybody that got any common sense with business, nobody's subsidizing for 30 years. And all of a sudden, Caitlin Clark comes in and she just changed the whole program. And now they got biggest contracts ever in modern day women's basketball history. Did she help? Yes, she did. But was she the main reason why this shit happened? Fuck no. The product was getting better. College basketball, women college basketball took a change, and it brought interest to the women's game, which the women's game, us enthusiasts who've been watching the league for 30 plus years, we knew about this. It's the casuals that's bandwagon that don't know nothing about this. You cannot sustain a business 3 decades and say they was broke.
Yeah. So you're saying they made a profit?
They cashed out. Did she come in and they took the momentum from women's college. Let's keep this in mind. Where the momentum came at for the W, women's college. Where the momentum from women's college came at between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. When that firestorm happened, the viewership for women's college took off, because why? They used Caitlin Clark as a proxy. So any black body, because why? Angel Reese beat her 1 year. She come back, beat her, Angel Reese. Then South Carolina smacked her in the face in the championship game. So every time we saw her greatest moment, she getting beat.
Yeah. So that's just Caitlin Clark's MO. No matter how much she shines, it's going to get dimmed when it matters.
Right. She's always in second, and you can't put somebody that's in second. I'm sorry. I thought we remember champions. We don't remember who lost. Now all of a sudden we supposed to remember who lost. We supposed to uphold them over the ones that won it. Participation trophies. That exactly. Them the same ones that we holler about. We don't give out participation trophies. You got winners and you got losers. Okay, then she's a fucking loser who just have a good game.
Good Lord.
She lost 2 times.
Yeah.
She's a loser with a good game. I mean, let's call it like it is. She came in second place, right? Yeah. Do we remember anybody who wins second in any damn thing?
Not really.
Thank you. She lost both times on the biggest stage.
Good Lord. Yeah, that's most unfortunate. So right now what we're seeing is just a lot of people stepping up, trying to deflect from Caitlin Clark. And they're trying to create narratives that are not necessarily true. And they're just making up a bunch of false stuff just to boost up Caitlin Clark, because that's what happens when you're that credible white girl in a sea of black faces.
Right. You want to be that white hope.
Yeah. That you want to be the great white hope for so many.
That's why, just like Jackson Dart, all that shit. We was talking about the Bosa brother who came with a Trump supporter. When they do that shit amongst a lot of black people, that's what they want to see. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're like, yeah, show them who's boss. You're not. That's why the league is predominantly black for a reason.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But again, though, outside of that, there's at least 3 white girls that's better than her.
Yeah. But are they straight? That's the
whole question. They're not straight. I think. Hold on. The top 3 that I have over her, 2 of I know for sure isn't. Let me think about this other one.
Good Lord.
No, I don't know. I know 2 for sure. And then if I really want to be frank, even though she's just a rookie, Olivia Miles' game is better than damn Caitlin Clark. If you want to be frank, yeah. Because even though Caitlin Clark has a good game, right now her availability is hurting her good game. So we see it all the time. People who has potential, who play whatever league it is, they have potential, but their availability is not there. That hurts your stock as a player. So if she going into year 2, into her year 3 of her professional career, that she can't stay on the court, and now defense is a big ass factor.
Yeah.
What that tell you of her overall impact of the game?
Yeah. It's very, very, very suspect. Okay, well, as the season progresses, we'll keep an eye on Caitlin Clark and all of the incidents that happen, and hopefully she'll win a game or a championship so she can make Hassan be quiet. Okay. I don't have any other topics. Is there anything else that I missed that you would like to refer to? Nah. Nothing. Okay, cool. Well, if you made it this far, you might as well comment,
and share. Listen, y'all, we are less than
1,000, a couple thousand.
No, we less than 1,500.
1,500.
1,500 for that 10K mark. Remember, we hit that 10K mark on YouTube, right? We get live call-ins. Y'all call in, ask a question, everything. Engage with our fan base.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. I have no idea what's going to happen. We're going to play next week by ear because it's a holiday. And truth be told, we all need a break.
Right.
So we might come in. We might do Friday. We might not. We might do Sunday. We might not. We'll
just have your notifications on.
You have your notifications turned on because this is how we do at random. Who knows? I might pop up throughout the week and just drop a couple nuggets depending on what's popping in the week.
Yeah,
we're going to keep an eye on sports. We'll keep an eye on pop culture. See what's popping as the week goes by. Thank y'all for tuning in.